All right, guess what, everybody? I am so excited. As I said to you in the beginning of the show, I don't often work entire hours where I own every single thing in the show. But I do own not only the Dynazapper, but I own the Dyson, and I own the DOC, the Dock Claws. I have to tell you, the first time I used these, Kerry McNally, you get to meet him in a second, he showed me these. He said, take them home, try them. Because I was a sponge guy, right? You know, it's not like the Seinfeld episode. I was, you know, I use sponges all the time, right? Because to clean up around my house. And I noticed that after a week or two, they smelled. No, and I don't just mean smell. They stink horrific. Yeah. So then I read, oh, you put them in the microwave, and I'm like, okay, now it's hot, smelly, not as bad, but it's still disgusting. And now my microwave stinks. Exactly. Oh. I tried one of these. These are made of a wood fiber, a wood pulp, multi-layers. And they are made so that they will not hold on to bacteria. They wipe it up, but when they rinse 99.99% clean. The bacteria, which is in a sponge, which is made for bacteria, it's like a little tank for bacteria, it holds it, but these allow that bacteria to release. So what happens is that clean cloth stays clean. You can wash these and launder these. You don't throw them in the dryer because they are made of a wood pulp and they will shrink up on you. You just rinse them out, wash them. I actually just wash them and hang them. I had my original Dock cloth, and you get 20 of these. I had my original for 6 months. I just replaced it about a month ago. They come in a variety of colors. Kerry McNally is here, and rather than me talk, I got to tell you, we are close to 3/4 of a million of these gone. Yeah. And if you care a lick about the trees out there, you need to get these.
Yeah, one of these Dock cloths will replace up to 75 rolls of paper towels. Do the math there. These things pay for themselves. And if you want a better way to clean, this is it right here. And I want to show you that animation once again. And then we're going to show you, I cut one in half, guy. I took some scissors and I cut one in half. Yeah. So you can actually see.
So these are the layers.
These are the 8 separate layers of the wood pulp fiber, and this is what traps and then releases all the germs and the bacteria. And there's some crazy stuff out there in the newspapers these days, but I'm talking about the kind of stuff that can get you really sick. And this was developed in a sushi kitchen over decades where they're dealing with a lot of raw food. They've got to plate a dish, they've got to go ahead and create a dish, but here's the key. It's so porous with those 8 layers of that wood fiber netting, it rinses 99.9% of germs and bacteria, and that's an independent laboratory testing. Come on over here, I want to show you the other thing. Now, it replaces paper towels. Well, remember those paper towel commercials when we were kids?
Yeah.
It better be absorbent, right?
Right.
So let's take a look.
The picker thing up or thing, whatever that stuff is.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember that.
This is pretty absorbent.
Wow.
Here we go, and I'll do this on air. Because I trust them so much. But then we've got food coloring in here, and this will just illustrate how beautifully they rinse. 30 seconds in warm water, and again, they're going to rinse 99.9% of germs and bacteria. And you just go ahead and wring it out and set it aside. And as you said, unlike a sponge or a microfiber, it will never, ever, ever, ever smell. And that's where they're customer pick. That's why we sold close to a million of these.
Because you said, Guy, you're like, because Kerry and I are friends, and we've been working together for years. He said, you just try them for me. Because I'm a kitchen guy, right? And I know I'm constantly cooking, so I got food and bacteria all over the place. And once you know bacteria, once you touch it somewhere, it gets on a handle, gets on a doorknob, gets in your car, it gets everywhere. You have to break that chain somewhere, and this is a chain breaker. That's what it does, because it goes down the drain and it doesn't stick on your hands. But what amazes me is, and I'll still do this, I'll go home, I'll clean something, I'll grab it, and I'll be like, and I'm like,
I check it every time.
It doesn't smell.
I check it every single time. Okay.
I know, it's crazy.
Now, you ever watch those CSI shows on TV?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Whenever they break out the black light, you know there's trouble, right? Okay. So we're going to dim the lights, and it looks like this is a fairly pristine and clean area. But now when we dim the lights in the studio and I apply the black light, you can see that we've got all kinds of germs and bacteria.
So all that spotted stuff is all bacteria.
This is a sippy cup. We've got it on the faucet. We've got it all over around the area, and we clean this with a sponge. Now take a look at this kitchen. We cleaned this kitchen with a sponge, and we thought it was clean. Take a look at this videotape. This is a kitchen we thought was clean. Then we flipped on the black light. That's how bad it is, because with a sponge, folks, all you're doing is smearing all the germs and bacteria all over the place. Not so with the Dock cloth. We went behind the sponge with the Dock cloth. It picked up everything that the sponge left behind.
Look at how it works right there. And then remember, once it gets into the Dock cloth, when you bring it over to the sink and rinse it out, 99.99% of that gook, that funk, those germs, that bacteria, that goes down the drain. You got to realize that a sponge, do we even have a sponge. Yeah,
oh,
we got one
tons
over
of them over
here.
here.
Let me show. Can I do this one real
grab it.
quick?
Yeah.
I want you to look at that now. You know, these guys are smart when you think about it. Come on, you tell me they don't know that this is going to hold germs? It's got little holes to hold the germs, and that's why this thing stinks. It's a breeding ground, and the germs go deep down because this sponge is thick.
Yep.
So the germs go in there, and that's why, you know, these things stink so bad.
Yeah, they're bad.
It's a germ pack. That's what it's made to do.
And these guys clean too. We're talking wood, formica, granite, stainless steel. It's got a little bit of a grit to it. Reviews online are through the roof. It's a customer pick. Ladies are using these to remove their makeup because it gently exfoliates your skin, and they just rave about what the cloth can do. And we're going to show some of those reviews now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to pop those up. This takes us a second, and here they come.
Okay, cool.
All right, I use these to clean everything in my kitchen and then use them to remove makeup and clean my face as well. I love the way everything just rinses out with warm water. They're a great buy. When you buy these, let me also forewarn you, when they're in the package, they have a coating on them to keep them flat and to keep them for packaging material.
A little cornstarch.
It's a cornstarch. It's nothing artificial. It's just cornstarch. You rinse that off, and then they become like butter in your hands. Look at the best washcloth. They don't get slimy. They don't discolor. One of my favorite purchases so far at HSN. I'm telling you, it seems like a little, but it's such a big deal. I used to go through the 3-pack of sponges like every month and a half, 2 months. I'd buy another 3-pack of sponges, and I'm like, these guys are smart. They're selling me these things that turn into germ factories that stink, so I got to buy another one.
Absolutely,
These you'll have, I'll tell you, you have these for at least a year.
Wood flooring, all right, cabinets, you name it. This is scuffing from this actual shoe that I'm wearing right now. Got some jelly, pasta jelly, and we've got some soda here. Look at this. I'm not really even applying much elbow grease. This is the beauty of the dock cloth. This is why people don't get it until they get it. But when they get it, they give it to friends. They want to buy multiple packs and share it with the neighborhood. The idea that you will never have to buy paper towels again is really exciting to a lot of people, including myself. Now, once in a while, you may get a little food coloring on it. If you do, as you said at the end of the week or what have you, throw it in the washing machine.
Yeah.
Just don't throw it in the dryer. Just line dry it or lay it flat, and these things will last and last and last.
And I love that. It rinses clean every time. And then I actually have a partition in my sink, and I just lay it right there.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't matter. And I'm talking like over the last weekend, I had barbecue. I mean, we had sugary stuff, which turns into bacteria so quickly if it gets on a sponge.
Big time.
And it rinses clean, and it does not smell. You're amazed. You can clean off a table that's got onion on it or any of that stuff. That stuff, it doesn't hang in there because this is a wood fiber.
Yep.
The particles don't stick to the wood. Together, and with the layers, they attract and they absorb, but then they allow for the quick and easy release when you squeeze it.
Absolutely.
That's
and
the key.
let's cut one open. As you can see the animation right there. And serious
Look at
stuff out there,
E. coli?
folks. This is third-party laboratory testing. We're not allowed to say this on television unless it's fact.
Right.
And this is a fact. We spent a lot of money on the testing for this cloth. Now, we just cut this one open, and now you can literally see it. It comes to life. Those 8 separate layers of wood fiber. This is 8 layers of amazing, and this is what separates this cloth from anything out in the market. Blows sponges and microfibers out of the water. And here's another thing to think about as we're getting into a busy season. We've got all kinds of things that we're touching on a regular basis.
This is what we have dubbed the wall of evil knobs.
The wall of evil knobs.
They all look normal, but you've all probably got these in your house, right? In one form or another.
Yep.
So,
and we're touching these all the time. As we dim the lights again, they look pretty clean to me. But then we break out the black light again. Here's the light switch.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, we're using that a lot. We've got this knob, this guy. It's not good at all. But then when you bring the dock cloth in, and we can do this live on the air, it grabs it. You see it? Now it's on the cloth. But then that's going to rinse off the cloth. So this is a way to keep everything clean and pristine. This is a kitchen that we thought was clean. We flipped on the black light, and we had cleaned it with a sponge, supposedly cleaned it, but all we did was we smeared it all over the kitchen, and then we went behind it with the dock cloth guy, and this is what it did. It took everything that the sponge left behind.
And you're not spraying anything on there. You don't have to. You can use just the dock cloth on its own. I mean, you're welcome to use anything you want with it, but if you want, you just need to do that. Let me show you the value here, okay? So you get 10 of in the blue, you get 5 in the pink and 5 in the yellow. So you can use them for different jobs. You may want to use the blue. Maybe those are for your outdoor cleaners, right? You want to clean up around the house, outside, clean off your barbecue, that stuff. Maybe one you use just for food and one you use for baby stuff, right? So use a little pink one. You have a little girl, you want to use the pink one just to clean baby's room. The yellow one can be a little boy's room. Or this can be one, you know what? We use this every time we cook poultry. We just use the yellow, even though you don't have to worry, as I said, but that's the one you want to use because you don't want to mix and match with food products that aren't non-food products. You get 20 of these. As I told you, I have just opened my second one. My first one lasted 6 months. And you know, I'll be honest with you, I only washed it one time.
Yeah.
I didn't, because it rinses clean, so you don't really have to wash it.
And you were a professional chef. You worked in kitchens. Man. I'm a big foodie. I worked as a waiter in New York City for 2 full years, and it gets busy in those kitchens. And this was developed in sushi kitchens. The whole idea was they deal with a lot of raw food. They can't be spraying surfaces with chlorine and chemicals. They needed an all natural or a more natural way to clean. Here's a ridiculous notion. We spray inside a microwave oven.
Yeah.
We spray inside a microwave oven, we clean, and then we put our food in it.
And we put our coffee in there.
Yeah. Here we go.
Can you imagine if you were at a sushi place and the guy, you know, you were eating your sushi and the guy just took some of the blue stuff and squirted it and wiped it off in front of you and then put some fish on there? Yeah, they're not going to do that, obviously. You know. No. So they use this to wipe down residual odors, germs, you know, things, you know, as we said, bacteria, so that they can clean that, because they can't industrial clean it in between making sushi.
No, they can't.
So that's why it was invented like that. And these are going very quick. I've got hundreds of you in the ordering process. Keep in mind that a set like this could last a family years, depending on how you use it. Grab them, give them away. I have given these away to more people here at HSN just from my desk because Carrie gave me 20, and I did the demonstration with you. Plus, I had them home for 2 months, and I went up to people like Mindy upstairs, some of the girls that we work with, Lisa, all these girls that work in our cubicle up there. And I'm like, you guys got to try this. I'm like, they don't smell.
No, they never will.
You can use them day after day, week, month after month. And the dang things don't stink.
Well, and the other part of it, too, as you mentioned before, you can use these with chemicals. If you've got famous chemicals that you want, if you want to use them in concert with our all-purpose cleaner, which is completely benign, it's safe, it's non-toxic, you can check it out online. Or you can just use tap water. You can clean effectively with the dock cloth with just tap water. And as we said before, I want you to come over here one more time. If you guys are just joining us, thanks for tuning in, because this is the idea, too, here. This is one of the things that makes me crazy. Paper towels are at least $1 a piece. Sometimes they're 50 cents a buck. It depends on where you shop, but they get expensive. And, of course, we're chopping trees down like crazy to do it. One of these dock cloths, one of these could replace up to 75 rolls of paper towel. Think of the savings then, and then think about how good you're going to feel about, you know, using it. And as I said, check out hsn.com, because the reviews aren't good. They're awesome. People are huge fans of this product.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
But here's the thing. Why do you buy them now with me and Mr. McNally? Well, it's free shipping and handling, but that FlexPay, if I'm not mistaken, I think, yes, look at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Free shipping and FlexPay expire is that midnight tonight?
Yep.
Yeah, so you only have 1 day to grab these and get them home. And here's what I'll tell you. If you've never bought anything from TV before and you buy these, you will be telling everybody in your neighborhood, you got to get these cloths. They're like magic. But it's really the technology of how they're made. I love that they use a wood pulp.
Yep.
It's not some weird, sort of thing you don't understand. You understand what goes into making these.
Yeah.
So you don't think twice about using them on your furniture, on your kids' toys.
Right, yeah, and you're not spraying all those chemicals around. You don't have to. We're going to show you that animation again. It'll explain how this thing is put together with these 8 layers of wood pulp fiber, and it creates a net, and that net is able to pick up all kinds of grime and grease from any surface, wood, formica, but it's also picking up bad stuff. Germs and bacteria that can make us really sick, salmonella, E. coli, because it was developed in a kitchen setting, in a professional kitchen setting. But here's the key. In third-party independent laboratory testing, it rinses 99.9% free of any of the germs and any of the bacteria. And that's another reason why it never smells, and that's another reason why everybody loves our doctor.
And if we look at us, we're talking about computer keys, and we're talking about, kitchen areas and knives and things like that. But what if you got to clean a toilet? All right? Really, think about it.
Yep.
And you know what's involved with that, right? Especially if you got little ones.
Yep.
Now, do you want to use a sponge? And roll the dice on that sponge, holding 30, 40, 50% of what you wiped up? Do you want to now take that same sponge and stick it in your microwave, the one that you cleaned your toilet bowl with? No.
No.
That's why
throw that out.
One of the reasons we give you the colors, you can use some that are just for like industrial cleaning your shower stall, cleaning your toilets, cleaning your sinks, and then the other ones for wiping kitchen counters and wiping areas around, where your kids are in their bathroom, where they put their hands.
Exactly.
That's why we give you 20 of these, and that's why we do give you the colors. Get them now. They're on price break. I can't believe these are $10 off, too.
Yeah. And I've actually never seen the two flex pages before, so that's really cool. And I'm being told we have like 1 minute left.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
If we could show those testimonials once again, because the other thing that we did not realize it was going to happen, it happened organically, and that was
thank you for using
women started removing their makeup with them.
I know.
And
because when we first came out, we didn't talk about that.
As two ex-jocks that actually do wear makeup at work, these are phenomenal for that.
We do.
Because it gently exfoliates.
We wear makeup.
We do.
But only when we're on TV. That's honestly.
Or Halloween.
Sometimes,
Exactly.
And then once in a while on the weekend. No, that's really it.
No, it's true. So check out the reviews online, and thanks so much for ordering.
I love that the ladies. That's how smart ladies are. They're like, well, because when you get it, here it is when you get it, because it has the cornstarch in it.
It's stiff.
And then here it is, and it is like cotton in your hands. Can you see that there? You can see it now. It's so super soft, and it really feels good. And I actually use it when I get home, too. I actually have one, because if there's any residual stuff on your face, you want to get rid of that. So that's the way to do it. All right, listen, use express ordering. 1,500 people have just picked it up, and we got hundreds more buying it. If you're on the fence, listen to Carrie and me. Read the reviews. People love this stuff. Good job. When do you want again?
Thank you. Maybe later today. We're not sure.
All right, buddy. Good to see you. All right, stick around. We got more great stuff coming. Dyson coming up right after the break.